Number one, let's start with what happened yesterday, because she has gone viral, all right? She's gone viral over hot girls eat Arby's. Yeah. For the last couple weeks, Sophie Cunningham had been bawling out on the basketball court ever since she started getting put in to the starting lineup. So we got a couple of different things that have emerged. She was wearing this outfit, this arrangement into the Chicago Sky game. Of course, the Indiana Fever, I would like to say, beat the brakes off the Sky, but
what if I told you that a single Arby's shirt not only went viral, but might actually change Sophie Cunningham's career forever? From meme-worthy moments to a serious wrestling offer. Yes, wrestling. You won't believe how this story is unfolding. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now back to the video.
Well, we know somebody that has gotten ridiculously popular this year with the Indiana Fever. I made a prediction that she was going to be the second most popular player on this team by the end of the year. At times, it feels like the only one that's got her back, if I'm being quite honest. Well, that has led to a lot of opportunities. By the way, she had a little bit of a down game yesterday against the Sky. And then, of course, there was the big incident during the Connecticut Sun game. And by the end of that game, she was known as Caitlin Clark's enforcer, right? The one that's got her back.
Hot girls eat Arby's. That's all it said. 6 words printed across Sophie Cunningham's chest during what seemed like a low-key off-court moment. But somehow, that shirt sparked an internet wildfire. Posts started flooding social platforms, memes were cranked out at lightning speed, and even fast food brands jumped in, trying to ride the wave. It wasn't just about the shirt, it was about the perfect mix of humor, irony, and timing. It's rare that something so simple hits this hard, but Sophie, she made it work. Here's what happened. Sophie strolled into an interview casually rocking that shirt. Almost immediately, screenshots began circulating online.
Here she is right there. Let's just bring this up. Over at Tater Report. There she is right there. Hot girls eat Arby's. I can only imagine, and I have no idea. I would assume, really, it felt like they underachieved a good bit yesterday with so many Sky members being out of the lineup. But nonetheless, she came walking in. This is some kind of sponsorship with Arby's, right? Right there. I don't know. The roast beef sandwich jokes just sort of write themselves at this point.
Some were cracking jokes about Arby's rebranding strategy. Others were calling Sophie the official spokeswoman of chaotic energy. And then it got weird. People were remixing her photos into movie posters. Hot girls eat Arby's became a catchphrase for everything from serious takes about body positivity to over-the-top jokes about fast food's new cultural comeback. Adding fuel to the fire, Arby's Twitter account chimed in. And that's when the buzz exploded. But why this shirt? Why now? Part of it was the timing. In a world where humor and authenticity reign online, Sophie, an uncompromising WNBA enforcer known for her grit, wearing a completely unserious shirt, it hit differently. Whether you were an NBA diehard, a meme lord, or someone who just loves curly fries.
Yeah. So you can imagine that has really caught the attention of a lot of people. Greatest crossover ever. And just like that, I want a cheddar melt. Insert roast beef joke here. Imagine being so hungry you eat Arby's. What are you talking about? Our Arby's is freaking great. It's not as great now that 5 for 5 is no longer a thing. Because back in the day, that 5 for 5 roast beef was dirty.
The internet thrives on unexpected contrasts, and Sophie gave them exactly what they didn't know they needed. The real twist, though, came when the buzz caught the attention of a very unexpected fan. Jenny Buss, co-owner of Women of Wrestling. To her, Sophie wasn't just some breakout internet star. Buss saw an athlete with raw presence, someone whose fearless on-court demeanor mirrored the energy wrestling thrives on. And let's talk about that fearless personality. Sophie's not new to the spotlight for her play style. Her infamous flagrant foul-protecting Caitlin Clark still circulates in highlight reels. That moment wasn't just basketball drama. For fans, it proved Sophie was more than a shooter. She was a protector, a true teammate with an edge. So this viral moment? It wasn't random. It was a masterclass in mixing branding, culture, and pure competitive spirit. And now, Sophie's next move might be even bigger. Wrestling? Yes, wrestling. Sophie Cunningham's viral run might have started with a shirt, but it's now shifting to an entirely different arena. Jenny Buss, yes, the same Jenny Buss behind the Lakers, is also behind Women of Wrestling. Wow. And she wasted no time making her move. A reported offer is already on the table for Sophie, which is a huge deal considering how rare it is for a WNBA player to get approached by a wrestling promotion. This isn't just about Sophie switching sports. It's about how everything from her attitude to her internet fame is rewriting what's possible for WNBA stars. So, what's the appeal? Obviously, Sophie's not afraid to embrace the spotlight. Her enforcer reputation isn't just about that flagrant foul with Caitlin Clark. It's about her overall energy. She thrives on intensity and isn't afraid to make her presence known, and that's exactly what wrestling promoters look for. That viral Arby's moment just solidified how effortlessly marketable she is. It's easy to see why a wrestling organization would want to cash in on her newfound visibility. Imagine her walking into the ring, maybe as a guest referee or even standing in a competitor's corner, hyping up an audience. She could easily become a fan favorite without saying a word. The bigger question is whether WOW will have competition for Sophie. Wrestling giants like WWE and AEW have a long history of turning athletes into stars. WWE famously recruited Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle back in the day, and we've seen promotions pull from MMA, basketball, and even track and field. A charismatic WNBA player with crossover potential, that's gotta be on their radar. This isn't just about wrestling, though. It's about Sophie positioning herself as more than just an athlete. Viral fame has turned athletes into brands before. Think of NBA players launching movie careers or social causes. For Sophie, this could be her way of controlling her narrative and leveraging her star power in completely new ways. What's wild is this might open the door for more WNBA players to step into unconventional opportunities. Wrestling, endorsements, movies, anything's possible. Sophie's career feels like it's just getting started. Sophie Cunningham's viral Arby shirt wasn't just a funny moment. It's a blueprint for how athletes can create real opportunities from online buzz. This isn't just about a quirky t-shirt or even Sophie herself. It's proof that the right personality and a sense of timing can turn fleeting internet attention into game-changing offers. If something as simple as this can lead to talks with organizations like Women of Wrestling, what's stopping other WNBA players from breaking out the same way? Sophie's story shows us that women's sports aren't just growing. They're shaping culture and opening doors we didn't even see coming.